Hey guys, it's Matt Miller with American Wire, and Hunter Biden's ex-girlfriend just went on the Valuetainment podcast and absolutely spilled everything about the guy. This was disturbing. Check it out right here.
Hunter and I had been seeing each other, and then a couple months later, it comes out that he's dating his sister-in-law. Yeah. And I was shocked. And it kind of hurt. I didn't know, but I also knew that I probably wasn't the only. It's not like we were, this official relationship or anything like that. We were just, I talk about being like detached from my feelings, and that I had commitment phobia anyways, always have. And so it's difficult to explain, but like get off the phone, I love you. I love you too. It was never, it was that connection was there, but there was never no like boyfriend, girlfriend. I kind of always knew after it came out in the tabloids, that him and Hallie were in a relationship, that it seemed more of like an open type relationship, and it seemed more toxic. Like they were more on and off too.
Now, does the media at this point know who you are, or they still don't know who you are? Like, is anybody following you? They're going. So, how did he, as the son of a former vice president, how does he get around without people, paparazzi coming around? Like, did you ever have a paparazzi moment with him, or no?
No, there was one time that we were on our way to a bar in Georgetown. We were walking, and I remember a guy got his phone up, and I wasn't used to that, and so I didn't know that he was possibly taking a picture of Hunter. And I could tell that it bothered him. But that was nothing that I'd ever been aware of, or because I'm telling you, he would blend so well. Like the time we'd go out to bars and he would just talk to people and people wouldn't know who he is. All they'd say, is he's Hunter. Sometimes he'd tell him he's Robert.
Yeah.
So no, they're people, he just blended.
It's interesting. When the part where you say, one day he told me, he said, hey, I think you and Hallie will get along. You'll like her a lot. You'll really like her. Was he kind of insinuating that, hey, maybe the three of us can, have some fun together? Was he suggesting that at all, or no?
I don't know. That never happened.
Okay.
But
what do you mean that he never said you would like Hallie, or the fact that the three of you
the three of us.
Okay, that never happened. Okay.
Something together, like a throuple.
Some call it threesome, throuple, whatever you want to call it. Thruple. Yeah, totally. It happens every once in a while. No. But so that never happened with the three of you. Okay.
No, I've met her. But no, and I talk about through the book, from the outside looking in, I even tried to, be a mediator in one of their arguments. And it seemed, it just seemed more toxic. It seemed like two people that had relied on each other during a really dark time and then just kind of had to ride that wave.
Did you think at all it was weird that he is dating his, dead brother's widow wife?
When you say that, that's weird, right?
Yeah. For sure. I mean, for sure.
But young, dumb, naive, and I think that it was part of the Hunter package. It just seemed normal.
So we all know that Hunter Biden is a sick freak. I mean, I have no love for the guy at all. I don't respect him. I mean, I respect him as a human being, but other than that, he is a total train wreck of a man. And we know his history. We know I've heard of this before, where he slept with his brother's widow and had a sexual relationship with her, which is, as far as I'm concerned, that's about as rock bottom of moral behavior as you can get. Can you imagine that? Your brother dies, so you hook up with his wife, and have a sexual relationship after your brother died? I mean, both people in that case must be have a massive moral deficit. The widow must have been totally out of it too. How could they do this? This is sick. And why does it seem like all of our leaders and their families and all the elites are all sickos like this? I mean, with few exceptions, there are some upstanding politicians and leaders, but very, very few and far between. It seems like there's all kinds of weirdness and immoral behavior when it comes to our leading class. And Hunter Biden is the poster child of that. I mean, this guy is a drug addict. he further in this interview, I only showed a few minutes of it here. If you want to go check out the full interview, go to Patrick Bet David's podcast on the Valuetainment channel, and they have an amazing interview with this woman who is Hunter Biden's ex-girlfriend or ex-lover, whatever you want to call it. She says that they weren't really boyfriend and girlfriend, like they didn't define it like that, but they did date and they did have a sexual relationship. But so go check it out there. And later in the interview, she talks about how crazy this guy was, all the time drinking gallons of vodka a day, frequently going to the bathroom randomly in the middle of the day to do God knows what, but we can only speculate. And she guesses that it was doing drugs and doing cocaine and things like that. And, the fact that our president, I mean, I wouldn't blame somebody 100% for if they had a son or a daughter who was a mess. I mean, you can only do so much as a parent, but I do think that you are responsible in many ways for your kids and how they turn out. And the fact that our president has a son that is such a disaster like this and such a scumbag, that it has to reflect at least a little bit on Joe Biden. And I think that it should not necessarily define him, but it is kind of a red flag. Like, wow, you raised a guy who is so hopelessly addicted and just down and out and not a productive member of society, doesn't even seem like he's a smart guy that even has a goal or a dream or any kind of ambition. He's just a rich kid who is addicted and is just leeching off society. So I mean, that happens all the time. You see the sons, the kids of rich, successful people, they become train wrecks because they have everything handed to them. They're not taught discipline. They're not taught hard work. They're not taught about setting goals. They're not taught about building something from scratch and going through challenge and trials and actually building character. They have no character very often because they had such an easy life. And Hunter Biden, again, is the poster child of this affluenza. It's very interesting to listen to her breakdown and her anecdotes from her time spent with him, and get a kind of a dark insight into who this man really is. Who is the son of our president right now? It's kind of horrifying, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys thought of this clip in the comments. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.